Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing a rewind plan with me, and this just look back at the last one I did. I used the Stella Beau like winter snowy wolf kit, and I really loved this one. I used tons of I cannot speak. Foil, which I normally don't do in my rewind planner, but I'm very pleased with it. But let's move into this week here, which was the week that I went to Vegas, which was so much fun, and I think this video will be lots of fun for you guys to watch because in my main plan with me video, not only was it an absolute disaster when I filmed it, so I had to upload it in like a voiceover format, but also I didn't know anything that was happening. So now that it's passed and I know everything that went on, it'll be fun to fill all of that out. So I'm going to be using this XO Mama Plans kit. This is her Vegas collection, I guess is the name of it. But I've actually never used one of her kits before, so it'll be very fun to use this one. But I'm going to go ahead and put down the full boxes and the bottom washi. There's also like date cover-ups, and these are glitter headers that I'm going to use. So I'm going to put all of that stuff in, and then I will be right back with you guys to fill out this week. Alright guys, so there is all of that, at least for now I think. Let's do this sidebar real fast, which I did have to work at creating because there isn't a whole lot of like sidebar stuff in the kit. So I pulled out some stuff from my stash. I have these habit trackers from Planner Kate, so I'm going to use these two. And I actually found it really hard to find colors that matched the pink and the blue, because I feel like the blue is a little bit different than like the accent blue that she has in here. Like this is more of a teal, but the glitter is like a true blue, so I'm trying to work with that. And then for my dinners, I think I'm going to use this one. This is from Crest Press, and I'm going to do some black bows above it from Simply Gilded. I really loved, my friend was the one that bought this kit for me, so I really loved that she found a kit that was very me, because a lot of the Vegas kits that I was looking at after she got it for me, because I was trying to find another one for my main planner, a lot of them were like bright pink colors, like no black or no blue or anything like that, and I really was trying to get my hands on the Scribble Prints Co Vegas kit that she came out with last year, but every time it came into the buy sell trade group I just missed it by like a day or a few minutes or a few hours, so I was kind of bummed about that. But it all worked out in the end, so that's okay. Let's see, I was gonna see if I could use one of those headers, but I don't think that's gonna work. Yeah, there's not really like a header, so that's fine. I'll just write it in And then I'm going to use one of these Jax and Pepper weekly sidebar trackers to mark my videos for the week. So I'm going to put in a piece of this washi, which this color, Simply Gilded Washi, really matches the icons. Like, that matches really well, but like the blue, I don't know. I was having some trouble. So this is the only color that I'm pulling in. The rest are all like black washies, just so that I didn't have to deal with trying to make sure everything matched. But I think if I spread it out, it'll match good enough. So there's that. And I didn't have to worry about doing like a bottom washi because I really liked both of the bottom washies that were included in the kit. So that worked out just fine. Okay, so let me trim this off. And then I also am really happy. The main reason why I didn't use this kit in my like main planner was because I knew that I wanted to like space out the boxes in like the perfect way so that I could put my favorite event or main event in the full boxes since they are so plain. So yeah, I'm excited about this, but I need to give my camera a second to cool down before it starts yelling at me. I'm gonna fill out the sidebar and then I'll come back and we can actually get into the day-by-day stuff. Alright guys, let's get into this. I put in all of the deco and I think it turned out pretty. I didn't use the bigger ones just because if I cut them at all it wouldn't even make sense what they were, so I just left those out. But let's jump into this. So Monday was the day that we left and got to Vegas, so we drove a majority of it. So I have these Coffee Monsterz Co like roads that I thought would be fun to use over the full box here. It did take us, I think, 5 hours or just under 5 hours to get there. I'm going to use the road, obviously, and then I wanted to use one of these like little Marus from Paper and Milk, and I think we'll do this like red one and put that there, and I can just write to Vegas on the side. And then on our way, or like while we were driving, we went to Starbucks, so I'm going to use a coffee cup from the kit, and I'm still obsessed with the black and white mocha. Like, it's probably unhealthy, but I'm very, very into it. So we got our Starbucks, and then just before you get to Vegas from LA, there's the 7 Magic Mountains, which is like an art installation, I guess, but it's like outside, and it's really cool. Sadly, it was raining, or it was like about to rain as soon as we got there, so we like ran and took our picture and then ran back to the car and it started raining, so it was really cold, but it was awesome. And it's just like these like neon painted boulders that are stacked up on top of each other, so it's like these really high stacks of rocks, but I don't know, it was pretty cool. So we did that, and then we went and checked into our hotel. We stayed at the Golden Nugget, which was pretty cool, and I'm glad that we stayed there because I think had we stayed at one of the bigger hotels, I would have lost my mind because of all of the people and the traffic. And I mean, like, the traffic, like the actual car traffic was not bad. It was just like the people traffic that would have stressed me out, just because I'm not really into large crowds and stuff like that. Like, I live in LA and Hollywood, and I hate going to actually like Hollywood and LA. So yeah, but I really liked our hotel. We stayed in like one of the towers or whatever, and the tower that we were in like looked over in the direction of the Strip, so I was very happy about it. And I think that spacing is fine. I was gonna try and like put in washi, but I think it's okay. So there is that, and after we checked in, we had to kind of get right on over to where we were going. I actually didn't know what we were going to go see. Like, I wasn't sure what it was that we were going to do, but we ended up seen the Jabberwockies at the MGM. So even before I found out what we were seeing, we had the buffet there. And for it being my first buffet, I was pretty excited about it. These are the, why can't I speak? The Las Vegas stickers from Once More With Love. There we go. So yeah, we got to the MGM and we were eating, and then we had to rush on over to the show, and that's when I found out that we were seeing the Jabberwockies, and it was super fun. I have never seen them live, which was amazing, and I highly recommend it. So I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to mark the buffet. It wasn't my favorite buffet of the whole trip, but it wasn't bad, and I'm glad that it was the first one that I went to. I think I'm going to use one of these icons to mark it, and then I think I'll do, what do I have 3 of? I guess these quarter boxes, and we'll do this one. And what did I have this night? I had mostly Chinese food type stuff, and then they had tamales, which were really good. What else did I had? Oh, and then they had Kona ice cream, which I was very surprised, or Kona shaved ice, but it was a little bit creamier than most shaved ice. I don't know how to describe it, but it was coffee flavored. It was really good. And then they also had little parfaits. I lived for the dessert section of most of the buffets we went to. But yeah, it was tons of fun, and I'm glad that we went. I'm actually wearing my Jabberwocky shirt right now. But I'm trying to remember what the name of their show is. I think it's called Dreams or Imagine or something like that. And there was a lot of crowd involvement, which was fun, and yeah. And then because we had driven all day, basically there wasn't much else that we wanted to try and do that night. We did drive home, or not home, to the hotel on the Strip, so I got to see the Strip for the first time that night, which was fun. I mean, I'm not going to mark it because I'm going to mark walking down the Strip later on. But yeah, so that was Monday. And moving on to Tuesday, we woke up, well, we slept in, first of all, but I'm not going to mark that because we slept in most of the days. But we got Starbucks again, and in our hotel, while we tried to figure out what we were going to do all day. And this day we decided to go and do some of the attractions at the different hotels or casinos. I don't know whether to call them casinos or hotels, because my brain wants to call them hotels, but I know that they're actually casinos, but I don't know. Anyways, so the first thing that we went and did, we went to Mandalay Bay to the aquarium. Which was kind of crazy. I don't know. Seeing all of the hotels and stuff just blew my mind. And then the fact that they had aquariums and zoos in them, I don't know. I was very mind blown. So I'm gonna use this half box for that. We were there for a while and we did the whole touristy experience of doing the 4D or the 5D attraction, whatever that you want to call it, of the polar bear thing, which we thought was really funny that they called it the polar bear attraction, and we saw 2 polar bears the whole time. They weren't even actual polar bears either. I just thought it was funny. But I have these Fox and Cactus Great White Shark type stickers, and I thought it was perfect to mark Shark Reef. So there's that. And then we went to Caesar's Palace and did some shopping. So I'm gonna, how do I want to do this? I think I'm gonna white out this line here and then just put it in the white space as opposed to using all the boxes, because I feel like everything is box worthy, but I don't have enough boxes to do that. So so for shopping, I think I'm going to do a little bit of everything. So I want to use the, what is it? Oh, there's the Showtime sticker here, but I'm not going to use that. I'm going to use this shopping sticker. And then I wanted to use this little munchkin, but I think I'm going to cut off the shopping on the Strip, little piece thing here. And then I'm going to also use, what else? Oh, I was going to put this in the full box. That's what I was going to do. Okay, how do I want to do this though? Sorry, this was not like well thought out. Okay, I think I'm gonna do a half box in here. It's fine that I whited that out because I'm going to put in, is this what I wanted to do though? Oh my gosh, I'm having like so much stress over this. Let's see. Okay, I think what we'll do is move, or there's these like little bows that I could put in. That's cute. Okay, I'll put one of these in. And then while we were shopping at Caesar's Palace is when I got my, like, we didn't actually go to Fat Tuesdays even though there was a Fat Tuesdays in the mall. I went to like one of the bars in the middle, which it probably would have been more cost effective had I gone to Fat Tuesdays, but I didn't know what I was doing, so. But I got one of those like large obnoxious Fat Tuesday mugs, or not mugs, glasses, whatever you want to call it. And walked around happily Caesar's Palace while drinking my Mai Tai with 5 shots of alcohol in it, which actually it didn't do what I thought it was gonna do, but like that's fine. And then they have like spiral escalators, which I was so surprised at, and I was just way too entertained by it. And my friend was too. We were like, if we ever get a mansion, like this is what we're doing. We're getting spiral escalators. And we just shopped around. We found some stuff to get like as souvenirs for like other people back home and stuff like that. So it was tons of fun. And then after that, we went to the Mirage because we wanted to have a buffet, but we didn't, like, we wanted something like really good, especially since we had time. So the Mirage was definitely my favorite buffet of the whole trip. It was so delicious. I think I had 2 plates and then a plate of what's it called? Dessert. And their dessert was not my favorite, but their food was my favorite because they had so many different types. The other 2 buffets that we went to didn't have that many like different types of food, and if they did, it was kind of like very small selections, but there was like a ton of Mexican food, a ton of Chinese food. There was like, I didn't have any, but my friend said that the chicken was really good. I don't know, it was delicious. I was very pleased with the Mirage buffet. And then this night we went gambling. Well, at the Mirage we were gambling because it was like, I don't know, I just felt like doing it after the buffet, and it was really funny because I got a payout ticket that said 1 cent, so I kept it as like my big winnings from the trip because are you really gonna cash in a penny? I just thought it was even better to have like the cash out ticket say 1 penny. So yeah, needless to say, I'm not very good at gambling, but it was definitely worth it to have the experience to say that I gambled. So I'm gonna use a little slot machine for that. I didn't try any of the card games because, let's be honest, if I did, it would have been a total train wreck and I would have lost more money than I already had on the slot machines. But it was fun, and I'm like not even bitter about it. I think it's so funny. Like my friend and my parents, when I told them about it, they were like, oh, like I'm so sorry. Like you should have done this or you should have done that. And I was like, you guys, are you kidding? Like I think this is the funniest thing ever. Like I'm genuinely amused. But yeah, it was pretty great. So, and then we went back to the hotel room, and I had bought it, but I had also brought Exploding Kittens and like one of the board game escape room games that I had. So we had like a little game night in the hotel room before going to sleep. So which one of these do I want to use? I think we'll use this one. And that was tons of fun. So that was Tuesday. And then Wednesday, oh, this was fun. So the night before, I didn't mark this, but we walked on Fremont Street, which is like right by where the Golden Nugget is, which was an experience. Let me just put it that way. Like, I wouldn't say it was definitely a must-do, but it was interesting. So while we were there, there was like an ABC store, which I guess is just like a drugstore, but it was a nice drugstore. Nice compared to like LA drugstores. And so they had like really cheap but decent champagne, and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm making mimosas. And like my friend had never had a mimosa, so I was like, listen, tomorrow morning we're gonna order room service, but we're gonna have like cheap mimosas and it's gonna be so much fun. And then when we got to the hotel, we realized that there wasn't a mini fridge in our room, which was like the strangest thing to me. I don't know, I've never stayed in a hotel room that didn't have a mini fridge, because usually they're stocked full of like the little like drinks that you can purchase and stuff like that. But I don't know, it was just mind-blowing to me. So then we had to figure out how to like get enough ice to then chill the champagne and to keep the orange juice refrigerated. So that was a whole thing within itself. And then I was like, I'm having a mimosa now by the time that I had figured it all out. So we like had half the mimosa, and then I was trying to figure out how to like cap it in some way so that it didn't totally go flat. So then I like ended up hair tying like the plastic bag that I used to put the ice in. I don't know, it was the most ghetto experience that I ever had of like trying to rig some sort of situation in the sink to like put these 2 bottles of things in. I don't know. It was great though. We had room service and mimosas the next morning. And then after that, we went to the Secret Garden, which was so much fun. It was at the Mirage. Yeah, we went back to the Mirage. And that's where they have like the white tigers and lions. And they also have the dolphins there too, which was really fun. They had like they had a baby dolphin there. So yeah. So there's that. And then this is from a sampler from a long time ago from Paws Paper. And obviously it's not a white tiger, or well, it's not a white tiger, but it's also not a white lion, but it's the best that I had. So there's that. And then we went to Circus, and they had like an actual kids arcade there, and I was just very pleased with the idea of an arcade, because there's something about throwing money at arcade games that's very different than throwing money at gambling. At least you get to play something. I don't know, maybe it's just the child in me. But I'm gonna use this like stripper munchkin for that, because there was like a claw machine where you could grab tickets, and I got a roll of 500, so I was very, very proud of myself. So we're gonna put that in on this little fun thing. And we saw one of like the shows, like they do little circus shows and stuff like that, so we saw one of those and it was fun. And then we went back to our hotel because I wore like boots with a tiny heel on it and it was too much for me. I was like, if we're gonna do anything else, I need to go back and change. So we went back and we changed, and then we had the Golden Nugget buffet, which probably my least favorite. I felt so, I was very annoyed with myself that I even thought about this, but the other 2 buffets that we had went to, there was like beer and wine included in the payment, but at the Golden Nugget it wasn't, and so I was like, what the? I was like offended when I shouldn't have been offended, but it was funny that I was offended. So that's probably another reason why I didn't like it as much. But yeah, so I'm gonna put that in on this little label because I did a label for all the other buffets. So I would definitely say that Golden Nugget was my least favorite buffet. Mirage was my favorite, and MGM had the best desserts. That's my commentary on it. We didn't get to go to Studio B, I think it was called. I don't know, one of you guys had told me to go to one of the buffets, but it was like, it was never in the direction that we were going, so that's why I didn't get around to it, but I'm sure I will be going back and I will make it a priority to go to that buffet. But there's that, and then afterwards, oh, my camera's gonna shut off. Okay, give me 1 second. Okay, I think my camera's done yelling at me, but I went ahead and filled out what I had already so that I didn't feel rushed at the end. But I think I was just finishing talking about the buffet, and then after that we went to the Sugar Factory for like dessert because, like I said, the Golden Nugget buffet kind of let us down in all departments. And we wanted to go anyway to try one of their like fishbowl drinks. And so my friend, she's not really a drinker, but she's always down to like try it out. So I essentially drank the whole thing by myself, which probably was not a good idea, but hey, it made walking the strip so much fun. So we went there. We also had fondue, so that was fun. But the really funny thing is that we went there and then we went and walked the strip, and we kind of got like sucked into like the beauty of it all, and we ended up going on like the Paris Eiffel Tower like grand thing where you go all the way up to the top, which was really scary, but it was really cool. And we did it like right before they were about to close, so it was like midnight, and it was just an awesome experience, and I'm so glad that we did it. And the Venetian was just wonderful. So many good pictures. I have to get them from my friend's phone because my phone does not take good pictures, and I don't know if it's me or the phone, but whatever it is, I did not take good pictures, so I needed her to take the pictures, so I haven't gotten the pictures off our phone yet, but I will post them eventually to my personal Instagram if you guys are interested. But anyways, we kind of forgot that we parked at the Sugar Factory, which is like a mall parking lot, and so when we got back, the mall was closed, and so I was like freaking out. My friend was freaking out because we couldn't really get to the car, and then we found out that there was like an elevator that took you down, but just in our panic of like, we don't know where we are, we don't know what to do, we're like wandering around at like 1:30 in the morning trying to find a way to get to our car. And then, because like the gate that we went in to park was closed, but there's like one in the back that's only for exiting that's open all the time. So we finally got the car out, but it was like very panicky. So that was our fun excursion, but it was lots of fun, and I loved walking down the strip, and it was a little bit scary at times, but it was so much nicer than walking like Hollywood Boulevard. Like, I was so surprised. There was like security everywhere, like, you know, some people are drunk, but like most of it's all in good humor, and like, I don't know, it was just like, and everything's so clean, like much cleaner than LA or like Hollywood, so I don't know, it was a great experience. So Thursday we had to wake up and check out, so I'm going to use this box in here, and then I'm actually going to put in this box here going home, just so that I could do it the same way as I marked going there. So I'm going to use one of these and one of these. We'll do the blue and put that like so. And it took us longer to get home, but it's because we kind of left a little bit later into the day because we went and had like our own like buffet at IHOP. We ate so much at IHOP, and I think it was just because we were used to eating so much. So we went to IHOP and had way too much food, but it was so good. It's what we needed to like not have to stop on the way home. So there's that, and I'm gonna put in a piece of this washi. This is like the Star Washi. And then we started our trip home, which was so sad. I hate going home after trips. I like absolutely hate it. It's so sad to me. I've decided that it's because I'm an only child, and I don't like I love hanging out with friends and stuff like that. It just never seems to happen while we're like at home. So I don't know. But on our way home, we listened to the radio. It was so much fun. Even we had to like drive through massive amounts of fog, which was kind of scary, but it was also lots of fun. And then what else? Then we got home and we binge watched The Bachelor, and we started You, which is like that stalker Netflix show, which so interesting, like so crazy, but so interesting. Like, it reminds me very much of Dexter. I don't know why. I feel like maybe it's the writing of it, because like the main character talks to himself a bit. I don't know what it is, but I'm obsessed with it. We're on episode 6. We had to stop. But very... Oh no! I ripped the sticker! I should have known that was going to happen. Oh well. Oh my gosh, I cannot catch a break. My phone rang. So, I don't know how much you will have saw, but I put down the binge watch for watching the first 2 episodes of The Bachelor. And then after that, we watched You, which I think I was talking about, but I have this like Netflix binge sticker. And what do I want to, do I just want to put it like over to the side? I think I'll do that because I'm gonna mark our sleepover with these really cute like cat stickers, and I thought this one was so funny with the covers because I always do this. I'm a cover hog. Like, I'm not even gonna lie about it. So I think I'll put this in with this label because I do have quite a few labels left. So there's that for Thursday. We were up pretty late watching You. And then on Friday we slept in, so I'm going to use one of these little Maru stickers from Paper and Milk, and we'll use this like red color one. And I have her sleep in script as well, so just to cut down on me having to write things, I'm just going to put that in. And then we watched more You this day. So I have these, oh wait, no, this is for going to the movie theater. Because we went to the movies that day too. But I'm going to use another one of these, and I think we'll do, let's do this one. The two little ones watching. So I'll put that in, and then I'm going to use a quarter box to mark, oh no, I wanted to mark it in here. So I guess we'll do bows. So I'll do the black bows, because we did watch, I would say we watched like 2 to 3 hours of You before we went to the movies. And we saw Glass, which was so good. It was the longest movie ever, but it didn't feel like it. Like, it was 2.5 hours. We went to the 2:30 showing and we got out at like 5, I think. And so it was a really long movie, but at no point was that did I feel like it was a really long movie, and I think it was just because I was enjoying it so much. But I wanted to use this sticker for Let's Go to the Movies, and I'm just gonna put it down here. Actually, I think I'll put it up here, and then since I've been doing these memory stickers, I'll just put it at the bottom. So yeah, I highly recommend it. I really liked it, especially if you like Split. I would really recommend it. Or if you like any of M. Night Shyamalan, is that how you say his name? Like Unbreakable or any of those movies, I would really, really recommend it. But, so we saw that, and then finally I unpacked, which I got very anxious the day that we got back because I was like, oh my gosh, my room is a mess. Like, I feel really gross and horrible. So I'm gonna use this scalloped label to mark unpacking because I was very excited to do so. I was sad that it was all over, but there's something about unpacking and like having a clean room that feels really nice. So I'm gonna use this little suitcase sticker from this road trip sheet from Once More With Love. And then while I was at it, I went about tidying up some stuff. So I'm going to use these tidy up scripts from KPL Plans with one of these house stickers from Stella Beau. I really like this combination. I don't know why. It just works for me. So we're going to do that. And then the last thing that I did was I ordered my textbooks, which I had to pay like a ridiculous amount of shipping to get them on time, especially since some of my classes like released schoolwork on this day to like have done before we come to class, which I thought was a little crazy, but that's fine because I've never had to deal with that before. So, but I ordered my textbooks. And then Saturday morning I got Starbucks because I had to wake up early for my nail appointment. So for getting my nails done, I'm gonna use a half box, and let's do the blue. No, we'll do the black. And I got this really pretty color. I also got my brows done, so I'll mark that too. But I'm gonna put the blue washi in between. I got these mostly for Chinese New Year, but it also works for like the beginning of February. But I think I'm gonna do like a light pink for Valentine's Day because I'm gonna get my nails redone before Valentine's Day. So, because I was going back and forth between getting like a light pink now or light pink for Valentine's Day, but I decided to go for red because of Chinese New Year or Lunar New Year. I don't know. I hear it called different things. It depends where you look. But I guess it is the Lunar New Year, but I don't know. Never mind. So for marking, getting my nails done, I have these from Scribble Prints Co. And I'm going to use this one. And then I also have my brow appointment stickers. So I'm just going to stick this at the top here. And that'll be that. And then afterwards I came home and I pre-planned for a long time. I like caught up on planning, and then I also did the pre-planning for the week. So I'm gonna use, I'm gonna do a half box because it took a long time. And I think I'm gonna do it like this, and then I'll put in more washi, because down here I'm just gonna put in that I had like a lazy night, and we'll do, I guess we'll do more stars, or should we do tiny bows? We'll do tiny bows. It's so windy right now, which is very strange, because I don't know why it's always strange to me when it gets all windy. I think because it usually happens overnight, and so it like feels like it comes out of nowhere. But it's very windy and it's very cold, and I hope it doesn't keep up like this, because while I'm at school, it being windy is horrible. It's no fun. So there's that, and then like I said, I had a very lazy night, so down here I'm gonna put in one of these stickers. I totally fell asleep on the couch, so I think this is perfect, and I actually think I'm gonna do this half box that blends in with the full box, just to mark lazy night. So that's it for Saturday, and then lastly, moving on to Sunday, I spent a majority of the morning prepping for school, so I'm gonna put this in, and I don't know, should I put it in here? I think I will put it in here, because why not? So these are from Toffee Bananas, and I got my backpack together, and I like made a list of stuff that I needed to get, which I went to Office Depot later on, but I did have a major YouTube binge because I've been trying to catch up on all of the YouTube videos that I've missed out on, so I'm almost there, guys. But I'm gonna put this in, and then I'll put in the blue bows, I think, these little bows, and then like I said, I had to go to Office Depot, so I got the biggest pack ever of correction tape, or whiteout tape, because now that I'm back in school, I'll not only need it for school, but also for planning, so I needed to stock back up on that. And then, well, to mark Office Depot, I have these calculator stickers that I bought for when I was in a math class, but I don't have any more math classes, so I need to use them up. So I'll use one of these quarter boxes. Let's do the black one. And then the only other thing was that I worked on filming, editing, and uploading some stuff. So there's not really any more half boxes left, but I think I'm going to try and cover up the airplanes on this half box to see if I can make this work, because it did take a while. So I'm going to use the edit and the upload munchkins off of this, or not munchkins, emojis off of this sheet to see if I can cover up the airplanes. But there is that. So that is it for this spread. I used up quite a bit of the kit, which makes me happy, but also a lot of like my travel stickers, which also makes me happy. But there's that. I think it looks so fun. So I'm going to fill out the rest of what's not filled out, and then I'll be back to show you guys the finished product. Alright guys, here is the finished spread, and I'm so pleased with it. It's definitely the most loud spread I've done in a while, but I think it fully encapsulates the crazy fun week that I had. So I did go ahead and throw in the last few stickers I had on this sheet. I think there was only 3 left, so I just put them in random places as like deco. So that I could throw that away. And then this is what I had left of the kit. I used up all of this sheet, and I just have a full box left on here. And then we have some of the decorative stickers that were much larger, which you could actually, I feel like you can make full boxes out of these. They're so big. And then we have some like headers and 2 labels, and then we have what's left of this functional sheet there. So I will put this in my de-stash pile. I know that it is like Las Vegas specific, at least this is. I don't know, these sheets here you could definitely make work for any type of spread, but there wasn't a whole lot left. So I would definitely recommend her kits if you guys are like a white space planner or anything like that. But I hope you guys enjoyed. Please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe down below if you have not already, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye guys.